I just made a video about why NBA rankings are completely stupid. So today, I'm gonna rank NBA teams.
Bruh.
Yeah. I wanted to make a quick tier list. This is gonna be a little tier list of NBA teams and where I believe that they stand in the season and where I believe their expectations are and what I believe they're gonna do this season. A lot of teams are stuck in the same situation, so maybe those teams are gonna be grouped together. Maybe you might not see any surprises, and maybe I'll put some surprises. I don't know. We're gonna see. Let's get right into it. All right, so starting off, as you can see, our tiers are going to be NBA champion, almost contender, and first round exit, purgatory. I know a lot about that. Straight garbage, obviously tanking, and I don't even know what is going on. That specific tier is for a very specific team, and that specific team is going to be the Philadelphia 76ers, because I don't know what is going on in Philadelphia. I have no idea, and it makes no sense. What are you doing with Ben Simmons? What are you doing with the rest of your team? Is he ruining your camaraderie? Is he ruining your chemistry? I have no idea. So we're going to put the Philadelphia 76ers at I don't even know what is going on, because in all reality, I don't even know what is going on in Philadelphia. So the Washington Wizards, I did like their offseason. They did acquire Spencer Dinwiddie, Kyle Kuzma. It's not that bad. Honestly, they can make the first round. So I got the Washington Wizards as a first round exit. The Atlanta Hawks, coming off of last season, they had a pretty solid offseason, bringing in Sharif Cooper. Not really too much going on for the Hawks. They mainly just brought back their guys, John Collins. So look, the Hawks made it to the conference finals. They can almost be a contender. They're not a contender, but they can almost be a contender. Next, we have the Cleveland Cavaliers. Oh, which one of the three? Obviously tanking, because yeah, I'll put them at obviously tanking because they got so much going on. They got so many. I don't even know what is going on with their bigs. They got Kevin Love, Jarrett. Too much going on. I don't understand what is happening in Cleveland. It just looks like they're getting as many players as possible just to, build up. I don't really know what's going on in Cleveland. It's a huge mess. The Detroit Pistons. One of these two. Straight garbage or obviously tanking. Last year, I'm going to put them, no, because they got some pretty solid players. Cade Cunningham is going to be great next to Jeremy Grant. I can't wait to watch that duo. Killian Hayes, their team is going to be so fun to watch. All right, now this All right, the Indiana Pacers. I'm going to put them at purgatory. Why? Because for the last, I don't know how many years, we've seen the Indiana Pacers make the NBA playoffs. And their fans go crazy. Yeah, we made the playoffs. Ah! And then they lose in 4 games, or they lose in 5 games, or LeBron James just ends their season. They've been a first-round exit for I don't know how many years. They're obviously stuck in purgatory. I don't even have them making the playoffs this year. The Milwaukee Bucks. Oh, no. I'm an NBA champion. All right, so I definitely got the Bucks. Anytime a team wins the championship, you have to have them as contenders for the next season. It's just no way someone wins a championship and you're like, yeah, they won a championship because they got lucky. No, they're obviously NBA champion contenders. So the Toronto Raptors.
But this is exactly what I've been waiting for.
I'm gonna put the Raptors on straight garbage. You know why? Because I don't like you Raptor fans coming after Jalen Suggs. Y'all think you took Scotty Barnes and that was the correct pick. But over here in Orlando, we're extremely happy we didn't have to pick between Scotty Barnes and Jonathan Kuminga. We're extremely happy that we don't got to deal with none of that. We got Jalen Suggs. And look, Toronto fans, this is a shot at you. Come at me. I dare you. All right, anyways, no, I'm just putting them on straight garbage as a joke because the Raptors, they're actually going to be stuck in purgatory this year. And that's just, they have good players, they have good pieces, but overall, their team is just a lot of jumble. So I don't really have them making the first round. I don't have them making the playoffs this year. I think they'll still be in that mid-almost playoffs tier. So that's where I got them. The Dallas Mavericks. This is going to be a hard one. The thing is, can Luka make the jump Trae Young made and help his team get to at least almost contender? The answer is This season, I think so. I think the Mavericks are almost there, and they can make it. It just depends on how their season goes and who they play in the first round. Now remember, almost contender doesn't mean that they're getting past the second round. Almost contenders like dark horse contenders. So they can make it or they can't. One of the two. One of the two is going to happen. The Denver Nuggets. This one hurts because I know too much about ACL injuries. ACL injuries suck. They really do. So the Denver Nuggets, I'm going to have to put them almost contender. If they had Jamal Murray, I would have put them at NBA champion. No question about it. But it really sucks that the Denver Nuggets have to endure an ACL injury. I know too much about it being a Magic fan. It sucks. I know how Nugget fans are feeling. I know it sucks. All right, so Memphis Grizzlies. I got you guys as a first-round exit, but that's not a bad thing. Hey, you're a young and up-and-coming team. You want to be a first-round exit. You want to make the playoffs because, hey, you saw the Hawks make the playoffs for the first time in I don't know how many years. Not too long. And look at that. They made it to the conference finals. That can happen with any team if we're being realistic. So making the playoffs is pretty great. Straight garbage. No, I'm kidding. All right, the Minnesota Timberwolves, I got them stuck in purgatory. Why? Because the Timberwolves, they're too good to be bad, and they're too bad to be good. They're always in that awkward in-between. I have them at purgatory for now. Why? Because the West is such a difficult conference. If they were in the East, they'd be an 8th seed, maybe a 7th seed, but that's really not saying much. So look, if the Timberwolves actually put a good run together, they can stay healthy. That's their main thing. If they can stay healthy with their full team, then they can actually be a first-round exit. Then they can actually be a first-round team. It all depends on their health. That's really the main factor. And if Karl-Anthony Towns can play, Karl-Anthony Towns has had a really, really rough year, 2 years. So it's really all up to him if he can handle the pressure of the season. So I really hope he can. I really hope they do great. So next up, the San Antonio Spurs. Straight garbage. A lot of Spurs fans aren't going to like me. I know one of them specifically. Look, San Antonio, there's literally nothing going on there. It's not a place people want to go to. San Antonio, it's just a boring, bad situation right now. They're in that awkward in-between of if Greg Popovich should stay or go. Who are their players? A lot of point guards. You took Josh Primo. Maybe that was a good pick. I don't really know. But the Spurs, they're in that awkward, straight garbage area. So the Utah Jazz, I will put them at almost contenders. You're not the first seed by luck in the West. No, you're the first seed in the West because you're actually good. So the Utah Jazz are definitely almost contenders. The only reason why they lost was because Terrence Mann was a straight menace to society, was a straight menace on the court. That man destroyed them by himself. The LA Clippers. It depends. Because if you have Kawhi Leonard, you're obviously an NBA champion. There's no question about it. But you don't have Kawhi Leonard this year. So can you really win a championship? I really don't know. So I'm going to put them at almost contender. I would put them at champion, but I don't know. The Phoenix Suns. Okay. The Phoenix Suns made it through an injured Western Conference. A lot of people say that. But they still made it to the finals. I don't care what team makes the finals. I will always have you as an NBA contender or champion the next season. Just because, hey, if you made it that far, you can make it that far again. I truly believe in that. Portland Trail Blazers. That's obviously purgatory. They're literally stuck. Damian Lillard. Actually, put you guys on a first round exit. It's been a really rough situation for them. Sacramento Kings. You have De'Aaron Fox, Tyrese Halliburton. That's really it. Marvin Bagley doesn't want to play for you guys. Buddy Hield. No one knows what is going on with him. I made a video about that. I don't even know what's going on with him. It's just a really, really weird situation. And I don't really know what to say about it. So I put them at straight garbage until they can bounce back. I mean, hey, you did take the off night in the draft, so maybe that was a good pick. I don't really know, but I'm going to have to put them at straight garbage because I don't know what is happening. All right, the New York Knicks. First round exit.
He needs some milk.
Anywhere near contention. Yes, you had a great offseason. You had some great pickups, but that doesn't solidify you as an NBA contender. It's just Evan Fournier and Kemba Walker. Can they really, really take you past the first round? Two players that have they ever been past the first round? Yeah, Kemba Walker in the bubble. But Evan Fournier's never made it out the first round. Kemba Walker, he was on the Celtics, so I don't know. maybe they'll be good this year, but I got them as a first-round exit, maybe a second. It all just depends on who they match up against. They will be better this year. Purgatory for the New Orleans Pelicans. Or should I? Yeah, because you got B.I., Zion, Nikhil Alexander, Walker. Yeah, that's his name. Okay. So, I got them at Purgatory just because they're too good to be bad and too bad to be good. That's simply how it is. And they're in the West, which makes it even more difficult. The Charlotte Hornets. They're not in Purgatory because they have a really nice young core. So, I'm going to put them at... I'm going to put the Hornets at obviously tanking because, hey, the Hornets, they're good. They're going to be good. But right now, they're not going to be good. And maybe that's a bad place to put them. I can't put them at Purgatory because they're not going to be in Purgatory. All right, next up, the Houston Rockets. Bro, obviously. Jalen Green said he wants to win Rookie of the Year. Hopefully he does. I don't really care. Jalen Suggs, he's going to be the better player out of the draft. So I don't really care what awards they give these young guys because I know Jalen Suggs is the best. So we're going to put the Houston Rockets at obviously tanking. The Miami Heat. No, okay. In all actuality, I got the Heat as a first-round exit. Even with their offseason, I don't have them as contenders. I mean, can you really rely on a 36-year-old Kyle Lowry? I don't really know. Jimmy Butler's going to be great this year. We're going to see. They really disappointed in the playoffs last year. But granted, they lost to the NBA champion, so it's not that bad. But I'll have them as a first-round exit for now, depending on how they do for the season. The Chicago Bulls. Man, I'm going to love this team. And I'm going to love watching the Bulls. For the Bulls, I got them as a first-round exit. You have all these players, but all these guys are unproven guys, especially in the playoffs. Literally, all four of them. Only two of them have made the playoffs in Vooch and DeMar DeRozan. Vooch, first-round exit. DeMar DeRozan lost to LeBron every time, so that's understandable. So I'm going to have the Bulls as a first-round exit just because they're unproven, and we're going to see what they do. All right, the Brooklyn Nets, NBA champion. Even with all the Kyrie issues going on, the Nets are still NBA contenders without Kyrie Irving. That's just how it is. You have James Harden, KD, both healthy. They're going to carry your team. They're going to be great. All right, OKC Thunder. I don't even think we have to discuss that. They're obviously tanking. All right, Golden State Warriors. Hey, but the Thunder do have a really bright future. I really like what they're doing. The Golden State Warriors, we're going to put them at... I don't have them as first rounds. I don't have them as a first rounder. But they're not in Purgatory. But, yeah, I got the Warriors making the first round. Especially with Klay Thompson coming back. I really can see that happening, and I really believe that they can make it. So, all right, the Boston Celtics. Ooh. Now, I'm going to put the Celtics as a first-round exit just because last season was a pretty bad season for them. They were first-round exits, right? Yeah, they were first-round exits. Last season was a pretty rough season for the Celtics, so let's just see how they do this up-and-coming season, and then maybe they'll go up on my tier list. The Los Angeles Lakers, all right. Now the Orlando Magic, NBA champion.
Worden ze nederig feesten?
Wel, we gaan er vandaag vanuit dat dat evenementen zijn die terug zullen kunnen doen.
It's just I'm playing. Okay, the Lakers, they're obviously gonna be up there. I mean, anytime you have LeBron James, Anthony Davis, you're gonna have a great contending team year in and year out. Now, obviously, the Magic, they're year-round contenders. They can win the championship any year that they like. All right, so these are my official tier rankings going into the season. Even with the Magic up there. So that's going to do it. These are my rankings. Yes, I have the Magic as NBA champions. It's my opinion. You can't stop me. It's my video that you're watching. Maybe you hate me. Maybe you disagree. I don't care. That's just straight up how it's going to be. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly do appreciate all the love and support you constantly give me. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified for every time I upload. We are on the road to 100 subscribers. We are almost there. I can't wait to hit that goal. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it. I am out of here. See you on the next video.